There's a long list of things you've already got done in 3 weeks. Big border policy changes, ICE crackdowns on criminals, taking biological men out of women and girls sports, big energy policy changes. So what's different with you and your administration? The difference between the 45th president and the 47th president?
Well, with the 45th, I had tremendous opposition, but I didn't know people and I didn't have the kind of support that I needed. I put people in office, some really great ones, but I had some that I wouldn't have put. I would have, known better if it were a couple of years later, or if I had a little more experience in D.C. I was a New York person, not a D.C. person. And I had a lot of opposition. I just noticed, I looked on the stage for the recent inauguration, and I'm looking, it's like a who's who of Washington. Well, if you look on the stage for the first one, it was just the opposite. So,
all right, folks, that is President Trump. He is at his interview today. This is a pre-recorded interview with Brett Baier, but it is live today ahead of the Super Bowl. This is Christian Conservative, your trusted source for bold, unfiltered news and analysis on the issues that matter most to Christian conservatives. I'm KJ.
And I'm Crystal.
Yes, and we are back this afternoon, actually. We're early today.
Yeah.
But we had to bring you guys all this news. I mean, of course, today is Super Bowl Sunday. How are you doing today, actually, Crystal?
Oh, my God. I'm excited. Okay, so my team is not in the Super Bowl, y'all. So I'm not all super excited. I know you guys are. I'm not. But I'm going to enjoy the game. Maybe eat some wings.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a football person either, but I was excited about President Trump continuing the tradition, not only continuing it, but he's actually making a new tradition. He's going to actually be at the game today.
Yeah,
right?
he is. He is. I mean, y'all, he is just America's president. He is so energetic. He is so lively. He's fun. He doesn't get tired at all. So yes, he will be there, and I'm so excited.
Yeah. I see you guys in the chat. The chat is off the hook right now, folks.
Yay.
We are Christian conservatives. So you guys know me on both of us actually from Pop and Politics. But we are here today from our sister channel, Christian Conservative. So you guys, I'm going to post the link here in the chat, and I want you guys to come over to this chat. Let me see here. I'm going to post the link in the chat now. So you guys got to come over to this page and watch from Christian Conservative, because we're going to cut this chat off shortly on Pop and Politics. So you got to come over and watch us on Christian Conservative. All right.
Yeah.
Here I see.
I know. And I'm getting ready to share it on socials too, because y'all got to help us grow this channel.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. You got to come over to Christian Conservative. So we're not going to be on Pop and Politics long here for this episode. Come over to Christian Conservative. The link is in the chat, and watch it here. We're going to be on here for just a few more on Pop and Politics, because I want to bring you guys this interview. It was actually really good with Brett Baier. I mean, left-wing media is kirking out right now because of Trump's approval ratings. Have you guys, I know many of you have been watching, his approval ratings right now are skyrocketing. It was out today, I believe, on Face the Nation, and the left is not happy at all about this. Take a look at this.
And they're trying to make us regret it. We are loving it. Anybody who's MAGA is enjoying life right now.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Here, look at this.
Poll finds that a majority of Americans, 53%, approve of the job he's doing. That's a better approval number than he ever reached during his first term in the White House. Joining us with more is our Executive Director of Elections and Surveys, Anthony Salvanto. Good to see you, Anthony. What's driving this?
I will keep it simple, Margaret. He is doing, in the eyes of the public, what he said he would do in the campaign. There's political value in that. In fact, 70% of people say he's doing what he promised. That's whether they approve of him or not. Now, there's another part of this that continues over from the campaign. There were words that he was described as being tough being energetic. And he still is today in big majority numbers. So as people take a look in these first few weeks, there's been a lot of activity. They're getting that general sense of governance, and that's being reflected in these early numbers.
So that's perception. What about the actual policies?
Well, let's start with the ones that are popular. And again, these echo a lot of what we saw in the campaign. The idea of deporting those in the country illegally continues to be popular. We saw that in the campaign. Sending troops to the U.S.-Mexico border, again, majority in favor. We'd seen that in the campaign. For his supporters in particular, the focus on ending DEI is popular. We had seen in the campaign, a lot of them thought those processes had gone too far.
All right, so there you have it.
I love that this guy, I'm not sure what his name is, but people don't understand. Like, they are saying that MAGA's regretting their vote, or, oh my God, you didn't know he was going to do that. We didn't know. Is he really going to do that? President Trump, if you had to have a poster child for keeping their campaign promises, it should be President Trump. He told us everything that he was going to do, and we voted for him because most of the American people, which are normal people, which are Christian people, which are Bible-believing people, this is what we want.
Right, exactly. Folks, you guys got to come over to Christian Conservative. We have the link here in the chat. I will post it again, Christian Conservative. Yes. We are going to cut this feed momentarily because we are actually streaming from the YouTube channel Christian Conservative.
Yeah.
So the link is here. Let me put it here for you guys again.
Yeah. Help us grow this channel. Help us grow this channel. So, KJ, and I'll just take a minute. So, Poppin' Politics, fantastic channel, and they talk, really edgy. This is more like edginess, pop culture, and politics from a Christian Bible believing perspective. And I know most of you guys are all Bible believers, so come on and support the channel.
Yes, indeed. And breaking news out just now, President Trump just signed another proclamation, you guys. I want to bring it to you live here. 1 second. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Take a look at this.
And we're flying right over it right now. So we thought this would be appropriate.
Wow.
Even bigger than the Super Bowl. This is a big thing. And almost everybody now has assented to that.
Attention on board. Ladies and gentlemen, if you please direct your attention out the right side of the aircraft. Air Force One is currently in international waters, the first time in history flying over the recently renamed Gulf of America.
Go!
And we are now about to head westbound to Super Bowl 59.
Period.
Wow.
Gulf of America. Y'all, he's still working. He is traveling. He should be taking a nap.
Okay, here we go.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So this is a famous pen now. And we're
So there you have it. And like you said, this is crazy. He is always working.
Always.
The Democrats cannot even keep up with him.
But I mean, envision the most important job in the world, right? You guys, the president of the United States of America. What do you expect them to do? Like napping in Delaware, having ice cream, or, the sister girl who, I haven't been, and I also haven't been to Europe. like, no, you want the person who is responsible for the world's economy, essentially, to be infatigable, strong, smart, like all the things that President Trump is. I just love him. I can't love him more, KJ. I was just telling you that.
Yeah, and look, I want to acknowledge our super chatters here. Italian Girls Say with the $20 super chat. Love you, ladies. Thank you so much. We certainly appreciate you. And folks, go over to Christian Conservative. It's at KJCJ, Christian Conservative. This is where we are broadcasting from right now. It's a new channel. It's our sister channel to Poppin' Politics.
Yes.
We're trying to grow this. So please head over and we're broadcasting the same message here and subscribe.
Please.
Hit that like button and subscribe, please. Yes. Yeah. I mean, this is amazing. And the thing that I am so enamored about is how mad, how angry the left is. How angry the left is.
But KJ, they are so irrational right now. They're upset over things that are going to help them. But that's how you know the adult is in the room. Like, he is unfazed, unbothered. Too bad, y'all. I don't want to say stolen election. Too bad y'all gave him 4 years off to think about how he was going to really just defeat all the evil.
Yeah. Here he is talking about the Super Bowl. I want to bring you guys this footage here. This is pretty cool. Again, this is his interview with Brett Baier. 1 second. Okay, here we are.
They should have never gave that man 4 years off.
I know, that's what he's talking about too.
You're a sports guy. You're a football fan. Size up these two teams.
I'm a big fan of both teams. They're sort of different. In Philadelphia, you have one of the greatest running backs, Saquon. You know, Saquon had an uncle who was a great fighter. And Iran Barkley, his name was. So you have a great running back. You really have a great quarterback. The other team, the quarterback really knows how to win. He is a great, great quarterback.
So game prediction?
I hate to do it. I just say that I've watched this great quarterback who has, by the way, a phenomenal wife, okay? She's a Trump fan. She's a MAGA fan, so I happen to love her, okay? But she's a great person. I watched her being interviewed. I said, boy, that's pretty good. But she's great, and he's great. I guess you have to say that when a quarterback wins as much as he's won, I have to go with Kansas City. At the same time, Philadelphia has a fantastic. It's going to be just a great game.
All right.
He's the coolest. Like, he can talk about anything, you guys. Like, I don't know if you got a chance to watch his Joe Rogan interview. He can talk about sports, he can talk about fighting, he can talk about arts, he can talk about music. He is the coolest person alive, I promise you.
Yeah, you're right. And he can talk about, but this is what we have always expected this from a president. Yes. Biden was way out of his league. We can clearly tell he was, the past 2 weeks have felt like almost 4 years of the Biden administration. He's gotten so much done. And Brown Eyes with the super chat says the Dems are scared because they are corrupt.
Yeah, girl.
Exactly, folks. We are on the Christian Conservative, so it's at KJCJ Christian Conservative. Come on over here. If you're watching this on Poppin' Politics, you got to come over to this stream. Sound off in the chat. How many of you guys are watching from Christian Conservative? If you are not, come on over.
I know.
And watch from Christian Conservative broadcast, because we're going to cut this shortly, and then we're just going to stream from Christian Conservative. We're going to stream from Christian Conservative.
Yeah, for sure. You guys hop on over. But yeah, like it's so crazy because the Biden administration, like she said, you're only afraid if you are corrupt. I mean, and most of them, as we can see with the whole US aid that's been going on, they have betrayed the American people. And I know that some criminal charges are coming. I don't know when, but President Trump is realizing that he had to go scorched earth on these people. He could not take his time. He couldn't figure it out. Like, he had to go scorched earth because, y'all tried to kill me. Like, they tried to kill him. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's not playing around. From the executive orders on transgender surgery to the illegals to also, like he mentioned, flying over the Gulf of America now. And he's talking about Canada here in this Brett Baier interview. Take a look here. I want to bring this to you guys. All right, let me see here. He is not playing around.
You know, the Prime Minister said this weekend to a group of Canadian businessmen, he was a private meeting, he said that your wish for Canada to be the 51st state is a, quote, real thing. Is it a real thing?
Yeah, it is. I think Canada would be much better off being a 51st state because we lose $200 billion a year with Canada, and I'm not going to let that happen. It's too much. Why are we paying $200 billion a year, essentially in subsidy to Canada? Now, if they're a 51st state, I don't mind doing it.
You saw
I
serious.
love him.
He is serious.
But
Laura,
I mean,
Laura, I see what you said. How do we switch? Laura, you go to the this link on here. It's called Christian Conservative. This is our new channel here, our sister channel to Poppin' Politics. Christian Conservative. We just posted there. And you would just click on that and you can watch this broadcast right from Christian Conservative. Yeah, all of you guys, it's our sister station, sister channel. It's a new channel. We're growing. We are trying to get all of the love for Trump, all of the conservative content. We are trying to grow it. And so this is a new channel, Christian Conservative, with KJ and Crystal. CJ.
I know KJ, CJ.
Right. Yeah. So that link will take you guys right to this broadcast. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. And he's serious because it makes sense. Like, so my issue with Canada is Canada's fantastic, right? We love Canada. He's not saying that Canada should become a 51st state because they're so great. Mm-hmm. What he's saying is financially and fiscally, it doesn't make sense. We're giving them all of this money. Why don't they just join forces with us? And then they'll have all
You're a sports guy.
Mm-hmm. They'll have all the protections. They'll have all the things that they want from the United States, and then it'll be a reciprocal relationship because they'll be paying taxes into our system. I just don't understand why that's so upsetting. From the beginning of time, it has been normal for people to want to expand, especially Christianity, and expand their territory throughout the world. So I just don't understand why people are so upset about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I can see as a Canadian why they would be upset. I mean, everyone, I guess, wants their sovereignty. And, to become, you were this huge country, well, not, you were this country, and now you're going to be absorbed into the United States. I mean, I guess I could see, I don't know. I could see it on both sides. The United States is an empire. So on that hand, it would be a great idea. I would think they would want to, but then they are losing their sovereignty. So
we're subsidizing you, so you don't really have any sovereignty. It's that fake kind of sovereignty. Like you already, okay, so let me get ghetto with y'all. Y'all know the food stamp card. Anybody who has had a food stamp card, and I have, what does it say on the front of the card? It says independence. You're not really independent.
No, right.
So just like the food stamp card, like we are giving you money, like we are subsidizing your entire lifestyle, Canada. So losing your sovereignty to the people who are paying for you to live, like.
Yeah, you're right. I want to change gears a little bit and talk about this more of what Trump has done. So we saw here, I have a clip here of Stephen Miller. And Stephen Miller, I can't remember what his post is in the Trump administration, but he's in charge of all these of the illegal immigration. So getting rid of it, starting to tamp down on it. He has been integral in getting this mass deportation taken care of. Yeah. And as you guys, I don't know if you guys have heard, but a Biden appointed judge over the weekend, they went on and made it so that the Trump Treasury Department cannot get access to the Treasury. Did you hear about that?
I have not heard about that, but Stephen Miller is fantastic.
Yeah, he is not playing around. Here
he's the talking. White House Deputy Chief of Staff.
Okay, yes. So here he is talking about what they did and how this They just do not want President Trump and the Trump administration to uncover this massive spending and all of the grift that we know the Democrats have been doing, not just for the last 4 years, but previously before that.
Yeah. You're exactly right. And it's sad. It's so sad. It's like you hate your children.
Yeah. And Brown Eyes here with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Says Dems don't love America. They love their pockets. Yeah. And they all have gotten rich on this type of stuff. And they're stealing from us, folks.
Yep.
They are stealing from the American people every time they grift and they take this money away from us. And President Trump is trying to stop this. And the deep state, the Democrats, are trying to stop him from doing it. Here we go. All right.
A left judge said that the Secretary of the Treasury cannot access the Treasury computer system. This isn't just unconstitutional. That ruling is an assault on the very idea of democracy itself. What we continue to see here is the idea that rogue bureaucrats who are elected by no one, who answer to no one, who have lifetime tenure jobs, who we would be told can never be fired, which of course is not true, that the power has been cemented and accumulated for years, whether it be with the Treasury bureaucrats or the FBI bureaucrats or the CIA bureaucrats or the USAID bureaucrats, with this unelected shadow force that is running our government and running our country. Donald Trump is engaging in the most important restoration of democracy in over a century by saying that we are going to restore power to the people through their elected president and his appointed officers. That is the only way we can have true democracy in this country. You elect a president, he appoints a staff, the staff transparently carries out his orders on behalf of the whole nation. But this nonsense where we have rogue, unelected, unaccountable, and previously unfireable bureaucrats who do whatever the hell they want with no one telling them and no one controlling them, we're not going to let that happen anymore. We're going to have a democracy, and we're going to have an executive branch that serves the American people, that answers to the American people, and that answers the will of the American voter.
Yes.
There it is.
But then you have these died on the sword Democrats, like that he is saying that you guys, we have somewhere we went wrong and we have to get on track. And you are going to have more dollars in your pocket. We are not going to continue to waste. We're not going to have a government that continues to rape its citizens. And they are upset with them for saying that.
Right.
Like, it's so crazy to me. Like, are they listening, KJ?
Oh, who? The electorate?
The died on the sword Democrats. Like, are they even listening?
You mean like the electorate or the ones who are in leadership?
The electorate.
Oh, yeah. I think it's a combination of two things. One, it's just people who don't care. They don't love America, and they don't care. They want a Marxist takeover. They want a global takeover of the United States. They're all in on that. Mm-hmm. And the second half of these dummies, because it is, the second half are people who just don't understand. They are taking the mainstream media narrative hook, line, and sinker. They are not very aware. They're not researching what exactly is going on, and they just don't know. They're uninformed. And I said, just like I said, what was last night or night before on Poppin' Politics, uninformed voters to me are more dangerous than any other voter.
Oh yeah. Pat Bet David actually says that. He said that his dad told him that. He said, you see this guy, he said he saw his uncle just laughing at a TV show. And he said, you see that? That's the most dangerous the person that'll stick their head in the sand, giggle at stupid stuff while your children's future is going down the drain.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to acknowledge this super chatter. Calvin Richard says, now we know why Joe Biden wanted to put all those federal judges in place. It was to hinder Trump. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And this is what they're doing or trying to do. This is what they're trying to do. And folks, just like he said, they are stealing our money.
Yeah.
They are stealing it because all of these massive amounts of money that they have uncovered through USAID. Now he's on his way to the Department of Education. So all of this they're not sending this money to these places. They are thrifting it out as it goes. So it's almost like laundering. It's a massive money laundering scheme of the American tax dollars. That's what it is. And that's what USAID was, this USAID, all of it. That's what all of it is.
I know. And I can't wait till they hit the Department of Education. And we're going to talk about that later. Mm-hmm. But you talking about a money grift. Our kids are worse off than when they started. And you got a whole agency that just continues to grow and grow and grow and not helping the children or the people that it is supposed to serve. It's criminal. KJ, it's criminal.
It is. And it's criminal. And that's why we know now why Biden did all of those preemptive pardons. Because now Trump is uncovering this massive grift, which he knew was going to come about. And so because it hadn't come out yet, he had to do preemptive pardons.
Yeah, but he's a fool because there's no such thing. If you Google or you research, there's no such thing as a preemptive pardon. So I hope all those people think that they're safe and they can sleep and go to bed at night. Because let me tell you something. If I know anything about 47, 45, 46, and 47, when I tell you he's going to find a way around it. There's no such thing as a preemptive pardon.
Right. I agree. Brown Eyes says, what is Elon supposed to steal from us that they have not already stolen? Exactly.
He don't need our money.
No. And he's doing this basically for free.
He's doing it for free. Yes.
I mentioned that in his interview. He was like, he doesn't need this money. He doesn't need power. He has all of that already. Yep. He's doing this basically for free. He's not insane as Trump. Trump's not taking a salary. Where is some news media running about that? Biden took a salary. Obama took a salary. Trump did not take a salary both times.
Well, they took more than a salary. They took salaries from a couple of different places,
right?
Because they're thieves and dishonest people. What I will tell you is that even for me, I feel like I feel kind of offended that a person who is not even from this country, this man is from South Africa, cares more about our sons and our daughters and the American people and the American dream and the American way and the Constitution. He cares more about adhering to that than the people who were born under this very blanket. And it's so frustrating to hear them talk about the richest person in the world, like he's somehow going to steal something from you, but broke congressmen and congresswomen not stealing anything.
Right. Exactly. But they know what they're doing. And this is why they are so upset. This is why they are so upset, because they know that President Trump is uncovering all of this, and they've lost their gravy trains.
Yeah.
They've lost their gravy trains, and they are frustrated and very upset. Upset. And here's President Trump again. So news just out recently. He terminated the chairman of the Kennedy Center in D.C. himself as the new chairman. Then immediately he banned drag shows targeting youth. So, this is what I want to show you guys. This is crazy.
Good.
This is it.
We're starting off the next 4 years, whatever they have in store for us. This is the energy that's going to carry us through.
Prestigious Kennedy Center. This is the type of stuff they're playing.
I guarantee that. Sing along, y'all.
All right, so I'm gonna stop that right there. But this is what they're doing at the Kennedy Center, and Trump said, "No, we're gonna stop that." So I'm
glad he did.
Yeah, he did. So he says, "At my direction, we are going to make the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. great again. I have decided to immediately terminate multiple individuals from the Board of Trustees, including the chairman, who do not share our vision for a golden age in arts and culture. We will soon announce a new board with an amazing chairman, Donald J. Trump.
Yes.
Just last year, the Kennedy Center featured drag shows specifically targeting our youth. This will stop. There he is.
And y'all, and honestly, I've followed President Trump over the few years. He ain't got no problem with people that want to cross dress, and like, if that's your thing, then do your thing, right? But y'all have. I heard this guy say, we can coexist, but stop trying to over exist. Mm-hmm. They have tried to over exist, making everything about drag queens, everything about who you like to sleep with and LGBTQ, and then targeting our children. I'm so glad that he's saying no. And honestly, that wasn't even talent. That was not good. I didn't enjoy it at all. And y'all, no matter how much you force it on us, it's not good.
Yeah. Yeah, Laura with the $2 super chat says Trump put to order that no guys in girls' bathroom. Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, remember, we are broadcasting here from the Christian Conservative YouTube channel. This is our sister station, Pop and Politics. We are about to cut this thread in about a couple minutes now. We're going to cut this thread. So if you are watching on Pop and Politics, come on over to Christian Conservative. And we'll continue this broadcast right here on Christian Conservative. If you need the link, we have put the link in this chat, and I'll put it here again. So that's the link for this broadcast. This will take you to Christian Conservative, and come on over. I'm looking here. We have almost 600 people on here So come on over, everybody, to Christian Conservative. It's a sister station to Pop and Politics. The Pop and Politics stream will end, and we're going to continue on Christian Conservative.
Yeah. Come see us, you guys. Come on over. Come on over. But I love that President Trump just kind of calls it like it is. It's not good. It's not art. No matter how much they try to shove it down our throats. Oh, look at me. I'm a man. I have a beard. I'm wearing a dress. What they did at the Olympics in France, it wasn't entertaining. It was actually pretty gross. It wasn't delightful. It's not artsy. It's not funny. And I'm so glad that he's going to make arts and culture great again.
Yeah. And this is why, I mean, we've been talking about this for a while now about, how the left wants us all divided by race, by gender. And then they want to then push all this trans and all this stuff on us. And, here's and honestly, it's been a lot of white liberal women who are leading the forefront to this madness. And I want to show you guys this. This is crazy. These are some women out here, of course, pushing the LGBTQ agenda, the mafia. And take a look at what they're saying here.
Trust Black women, they lead the way. Trust Black women, they lead the way. White women, stop abandoning your sisters. Trust Black women, they lead the way. Oh, we're mad as hell. Oh, can't you tell? Oh, we're mad as hell.
These people are crazy. As a Black woman, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with it. I don't subscribe to it. This is crazy. These people are insane.
Yeah, white liberals are the worst, especially white liberal women. That was utterly disgusting. Like, it was so exactly cringe. The Teddy Mac show, like the fact that you would use the "Oh, when the Saints go marking."
Yes. Oh, when the Saints
go. To say to trust Black women. So what are you saying about your daughters? What are you saying about your aunts? Girlfriend, what is you saying about your mama? Like, if Black women are the only people, they lead the way. Like, first of all, you don't even believe that. You clearly don't. Like, it's a bunch of y'all white people there. You would think that Black women would be on your side trying to help you, but they don't, because we even know that. I mean, the hood, we love Black women and all, but when you talk about the group of women that have done the worst job, Black women have to own that. We have to own that. And so for them to just kind of be like patronizing, Black men, they lead the way. Yeah, we lead the way in kids that can't read, kids who are incarcerated, most single family home, most like STDs per capita, like most sexualized, like what Black women lead what?
Yeah. But this isn't all. I mean, again, we have come into a time in society and a culture where we are legitimizing insanity. We are legitimizing mental illness. Yeah. This is what they have done under this last several years. And it's frightening. It's frightening because not only are they doing this among the adults, but they're trying to infiltrate and push this in lower education.
Oh, yeah.
For these children. They're trying to legitimize it here. Here's another nutty person. Let me see here. Do I have it? I want you guys to
you're talking about what were they saying?
Oh yeah,
the banning in the books and all of that, and like, there's no such thing as critical race theory. Now it's coming out that there was such thing as critical race theory. Like they're telling little Black kids that they're oppressed and the white kids that they're the oppressors. Like this.
Oh yeah, that's been many people have talked about how that was going on in classrooms across the country.
Yeah.
And they're trying to say that it wasn't. But here we have another nutty person. And see, when you try to talk to them, when you try to have a rational conversation, then they get nasty, they get belligerent, they yell profanities. And this right here is nothing but the devil. This is nothing but demonic. This is demonic right here. Take a look.
Agree.
Thank God for our sister here with "We Are All Human" T-shirt. She's a fighter for the conservative, for the for faith-based people, for common sense,
for unborn babies.
Yes.
What's wrong?
You just smell so bad.
Yeah. Is that why you have the mask on?
I mean, it's definitely helping.
It's helping, right? So that might be your own breath that you're smelling.
Oh, that's a good one.
It might be your own breath under that mask. So what are you so mad about?
That you're here trying to pretend like you're one of us.
I am one of you. I believe we are all human.
You're like a really bad person.
And I also believe that unborn children are human too, and we were all human at conception.
No, we're not humans at conception.
What are we?
Zygotes.
What kind of zygotes?
Eventually, they will become human.
But what are we at conception? We're zygotes. What kind of zygotes?
We're a cluster of cells, motherfucker.
What kind of cells?
Oh.
Here they come.
What kind of cells are we?
You're just a bad person.
I'm just asking you, what kind of cells are we? Well, since you aren't getting it, we are human. Those are human cells. Human cells with human DNA. 46 chromosomes, 2 sets from each parent. Because a zygote is created from 2 human parents, so that makes it a human.
That doesn't guarantee viability.
We're not talking about viability, ma'am. We're talking.
See how nice this lady is.
She's nicer than me.
I know. Oh, I've been in this situation, folks. You guys know. We have gone to these. I've protested, drag queen story hours and things. These people are wicked.
Oh yeah,
they go crazy. The calmer you are, the more riled up they become, and they do this. So as you're speaking to somebody, then they'll have other people put their signs in front of your camera and all types of stuff. They are wicked. You can feel the energy. You can feel the nastiness in them. As you become even softer, nicer, they just get more and more riled up.
Exactly. And then she does their zygotes. Like the scientific, they just try to make it like scientific, and they know Like, what kind of zygote, sweetie? They are human beings. And the fact that this is even a question anymore, like from the Supreme Court has already talked about viability is not even an issue. Now a baby, you can grow a whole baby in a test tube now. So before they could win and say, oh, viability is probably at the, the 3rd month or the 4th month or the 5th month. Now viability is not even an issue. And they still have their signs up trying to kill human life. It's just it's so frustrating.
And this isn't it. Wait until you see this next part, folks. These people are nuts. Now, I just put in the chat our Christian Conservative link. We are streaming here tonight from Christian Conservative YouTube channel. It's at KJCJ Christian Conservative. The link is in this chat. I'm going to shut off the stream on Poppin' Politics. Folks, come over to Christian Conservative if you aren't here already, so you can finish watching this broadcast. What's about to happen next in this video is crazy. It's crazy. And I just thank God for patriots, for conservative, for Holy Spirit-filled women like this woman who's asking the questions, because she's a brave person.
For sure.
So we're going to cut this stream on Poppin' Politics, and it's going to continue
Come on over.
Christian Conservative.
Come on over, y'all. Come on over. Help us out.
Yes, help us out. Here is the link. And so you guys come on over. I'm going to cut it here. I hope I'm doing this right. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Oh.